Halo 4. Alright, it's been a long time since I've done one of these. I'm gonna try to pump out videos as fast as possible. I've been very busy, but I figure I'd start with Halo first. Um, there's been a lot of hype for it. I would consider myself a Halo fan. I've played all of them except for Halo Wars because that one doesn't exist. And I gotta say, I think we have our our game of the year. I know there will be conversations for this and for Mass Effect, but I think that this one easily uh, delivers. For those of you that don't know the story to Halo 4, it takes place 4 years after the events of Halo 3. Master Chief is on the forward on to Dawn. I think that's what the ship is. And he's woken up by explosions and all this other stuff, and Cortana gets him out, and it doesn't waste any time. It just picks up, you pick up a gun, and you just go. There, without going too much into the story, because I don't want to give anything away, you meet these things called the Prometheans, and they're pretty much the what's the word I'm looking for? The forerunners. Yeah, the forerunners. And you fight them a few times. I can't give too much away. You have to learn that by playing the game. And I would say go pick this game up now if you haven't. If you haven't, you're insane or you're broke. You need to deal it because it's an amazing game. First of all, the game looks beautiful. This is the most expensive 360 game never created, and every penny shows. It looks gorgeous from every detail. The one thing that shocked me the most about the game, are the facial textures. They use this kind of thing in what was that game that came out? LA Noire. But in this one, it looks very good. Like, it doesn't look scary like that game was. But if I had to choose one thing I loved about the game the most, it's the relationship between Master Chief and Cortana. Because in the other games, they were cool. I mean, they would crack jokes every once in a while. But in this game, it does show that they're like, I won't say they're romantically involved because I haven't read any of the books. So if I'm wrong about that stuff, then you can call me on it. I'm just calling it from the video game standpoint. But it does feel like this is like the deepest Halo game there is, and it needed that. Halo Reach was depressing, and in a good way, depressing, and so is this game. It's a great story and great character development. I thought the Prometheans were really cool. I thought that the sound that they make when they're angry at you and stuff is very cool. Their guns were really cool, and of course you get to see the Covenant again, which is always cool. They're infamous. Your old bad guy in the old games. I do have a couple nitpicks in the game, and this is for the people who have played the game. This is not a spoiler. First of all, the ending is just amazing. For those of you that say the ending sucks, how dare you? Really? Come on. Like, you knew that they were going to make more Halo games, so they were going to drop it right here. but it's a great way to stop it, and it gives you chills. It really does. But the one thing I wanted to talk about, I think this is in mission 3 or 4 of the game. I want to say one of those. The Covenant and the Prometheans start helping each other. They don't explain why. It just happens out of the blue. If you guys know the answer to that, please comment. If you don't, that was a poor job of explaining it. But I'm sure that they'll explain it in Halo 5 or in Halo 6. I also want to know what it was what was that I want to know? Oh, and I'm also sure that leader that you fight at the end, he will be back. The Didact, he will be back. So that's enough of the multiplayer. Oh, and they also, or the single player. I'm sorry, but there's another thing I wanted to ask too. Why are the Covenant bad again? They explain it in like 2 seconds. Like, oh, a lot can happen in a couple years or so. Maybe they'll explain that more, but that was really bugging me. That's not a negative. It's just I wanted to know more. So that's enough of a single player. Great story, great campaign, great action, good graphics, all the works. But the main reason people want to buy Halo is for the multiplayer, and my God, is it awesome. This takes me back to the Halo 2 days. Because Halo 3, it was alright, and Halo Reach was good, but this is the shit. I thought probably one of the things that was not very good about Halo Reaches in multiplayer is to customize your armor. I thought it was kind of stupid in the last one, but in this game, it's really cool. I thought they brought back some old game types which are really cool. Like they just added SWAT back. SWAT is you have a DMR or a battle rifle, and you don't have any shield, so one shot to the head and you're dead. Very fun. They added this point system. Like every time you rank up, you get a couple tokens in order to buy some stuff, like armor abilities, weapons to start off. Like you can buy a battle rifle, a DMR. Well, you get a DMR in the beginning. You can buy like a plasma pistol, Promethean like a Promethean machine gun. They don't give you the overpowered stuff, which is good. Like they don't give you the shotgun and all that stuff, or the sword. That's why they added the ordnance system, which you can argue that it's technically called a kill streak. But this is a little bit different, and I know people want to say, "Oh, that's like Call of Duty." Well, yes and no. No, because they make the game kind of fair, or they make the ordinances kind of fair. Like at times they'll give you 3 choices. One is a guaranteed like physical boost. Like it'll give you an overshield, it'll give you a speed boost, it'll give you a damage boost. They'll probably give you like grenades or like an energy sword, shotgun, sniper rifle, all that stuff. It's pretty neat, pretty cool idea. The only thing I would say bad about the multiplayer is I'm not really that big a fan of the maps. Maybe I just need to what's the word I'm looking for? Like engulf it all and like get used to them so I can be happy with it. Like they added Valhalla back from Halo 3, which is also very very cool. It's big as shit. It always has been though. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was Spartan Ops, which it's kind of like a side mission kind of thing where you can play with a group of people and you just do these objectives in the game. Like there's a one where you have to take down a bunch of energy generators and kill everybody and then just leave. It's kind of like I don't want to freak anyone out, but it's kind of like Spec Ops from Call of Duty in a way, except I think that Spartan Ops is a lot better than Spec Ops is. But overall, again, I would love to talk about the campaign a lot more, but I don't want to spoil it for those of you that haven't played it yet. I'm just here to tell you my full opinion, and my opinion of Halo 4 is that it's 2 thumbs up, and I do believe that it is Game of the Year. I haven't played a single game, well maybe Mass Effect 3, I haven't played a single game that I want to go back and just constantly play it every day. Mass Effect 3, you could say Mass Effect 3, yeah, because of its story, but its multiplayer was kind of mediocre. Not this. This lives up to the hype. Yeah. So there you go. Halo 4, amazing game. Game of the year, definitely. In my opinion, anyway. Well, that's it for me. I will be back. I'll be back making more shitty reviews. Not. Alright, see ya.